And welcome back! Don't hit me, thank you. Don't shoot me with your trumpet gun. It does look like a trumpet, though.
It does, yeah.
Oh, man. So we just finished our dog stories. You don't know that. If to you it feels like a week, but to us...
It's
there's a moment ago. Mere seconds. Oh, come now.
I do like how we record better. Like I think we've gotten a better sense of how to do this. Because before, we overdid our workload. We had one game, a different game every
day almost, yeah.
And just, it's hard to keep the consistency with that. Because we'd have to record these crazy long recording sessions. And every
they weren't that big, honestly.
Yeah, but...
Well, no, we'd have a long recording session, but we'd be swapping the games every couple recordings, and it was painful because, like we've said many times, the settings change, so we'd spend like over 45 minutes on setting up each game.
Yeah, making sure that, and you're never going to get it perfect. So
so having like one recording session with like one game.
It's just a lot better, and then at least it's all recorded and we can kind of release it as...
needed
as we see fit.
Yeah.
Eventually, if we ever get like, if we ever get enough, it's okay. Nobody saw that.
No one saw that.
No, it's not. It's okay. But if
right off there, I thought there was another line.
If we ever get enough subscribers, I would like to hire somebody to help us do the editing and be a part. I really would like another team ultimately.
It would be nice to have somebody else editing. That way, me and you can just focus on recording.
I mean, obviously, they can't just edit. That's kind of a dick move,
no,
right?
it's not.
But
they can be involved when we tell them they can be involved.
What I like in my ideal perfectionist kind of world. Well, I wouldn't even say it that way, right? Because it's like, it's a little over the top. But to me, it's like what I would like to see is. Have a team of just creative people, right? So you have a team that, you have your art team.
Do I have the key for this yet? No. So why am I over here?
I don't know.
Why did I come here?
And I'll have like my music team. Because I would love to be able to take the music that I'm writing for this channel, or rather that I use for this channel, because I write it just for me anyway, and we use it for the channel. Some of the songs, the opening, that was written specifically to be an opening. Not the old one, but the one that you hear for like this video.
Yeah.
That song definitely was written for an opening. Let's Go was written for the channel as well, but I made a whole song out of it, and it's just kind of convoluted when you try to chop it up. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, but I have a lot of use on it.
That's true, yeah.
Because, I chop it up all the time and use it for different things.
Yeah.
Because
I would love to have, if I ever find the right people to do to perform some of this music live, if there's ever a demand for it, I'd love to have them on this as well. You're connected with some artists, so I'd love to get them on board. Whether it's
I'm
temporary
connected with
or
artists,
whether it's
but I don't,
special stuff.
They're not part of this, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, eventually in the future, I'd love to add more people to it, where Cabaret Gamers isn't just the two of us, but it's like a community thing.
Well, yeah, but we need friends. If you'd like to be our friend, please subscribe. Please leave a comment if you'd like to be our friend.
But that's kind of the goal, is to turn this into something larger and something that expands past the games and into music and art and just, whatever. It doesn't have to be like fucking political lectures, but just something where you can go to be creative.
Well, yeah, no, I suppose, yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
We'll see where the channel goes. We don't have anybody to do that with right now, so we have to kind of do what we do.
Yeah. I kind of like to, by the way, I kind of like to think that the dragons are all wearing, work clothes, and then at the end of the day, they unzip it, and they're wearing, they have fingers and stuff.
They're like
and they're in,
people.
they're in, the red pajama things. Right?
Oh my god.
Because you see how they have, those mitten things,
yeah.
or whatever. They don't really have, toes or fingers.
There's actually a DeviantArt group. I don't know if it's still doing it. I haven't checked. It's been like a year. I haven't checked it. And even then, I wasn't aware if it was still going when I did see it, because I didn't check the dates.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a DeviantArt group that was doing, like, a collaboration effort, and people selected the dragons they wanted to draw, and each person drew, like, the dragons from this game.
Mm-hmm.
Which was really nice, because you got to see, like, oh, this is what they saw out of that flat, mitten-handed dragon, you know, and they came up with amazing designs. Now, I've wanted to do that so bad.
Now, when you were a kid, these were good graphics for the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, when you're a kid, you see things differently. You don't notice frame rate issues or lack of detail or whatever. Or that those, like, mountain slices kind of look like tiramisu in a weird way, or like coffee cake.
Delicious. Yeah, and
or
I'm walking
like
on I'm walking on fudge right now.
Yeah. So, like some Rocky Road shit. But, man, if we got a Ben & Jerry's, like, sponsorship...
Can we get ice cream tonight?
Yeah,
I know I'm fat, but can we get ice cream tonight?
Yeah, that'd be like the death of us, right? If we got, like, some sort of food sponsorship, right? For, like, Ben & Jerry's or Carvel or something.
Yeah. Can I die?
I want
like, ice cream.
Yeah, let's just move the conversation to ice cream because, it's more fun.
That is more fun.
For me, it's like, when I just want plain ice cream, Carvel all the way, or Cold Stone.
I think Carvel has good soft serve. So if I want soft serve, that's where I go.
But Ben & Jerry's, like, if you had a rough day, like, you just had a breakup.
You need your best friends, Ben & Jerry.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Because they have good mixed flavors.
And they load shit well, right? If
yeah.
you have, like...
You're like, I want fudge in this. Okay, how much ice cream do you want in that fudge?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, super chocolate fudge.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Oh,
like,
man.
You know, like the brownie one. The one with the brownies. That will do a number on your teeth.
Yum, 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 yum.
But it is one of those things
where... I don't need teeth to eat ice cream.
Yeah, you just gum it. But...
Oh, man. That's so yum. She smacks their ass.
Oh, that's mean.
Isn't it?
She looks like a giant,
don't forget,
fucking, like, papaya.
You have to, every cauldron you say,
mango.
flame it. It always has a gem in it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, she looks like a mango. She looks like a mango person. But she smacks their butts. I don't know if she has one over here. Let me see. No, she doesn't have. Even though the game, like, it's... The draw distance is kind of shit, but... They did do something really nice, and I believe this is true in the original one. No matter how how far you are from something.
Is there a chest back there? Behind you?
Yeah, but, I can't. Oh, I can. Okay. No matter how far away you are, gems will still sparkle. So right? So you see the sparkles up there?
Yeah.
Those are gems. So no matter how far away you are, you can't see the gem, but it will sparkle to let you know that there is one there.
Oh man, I have to catch up on the Steven Universe. Speaking of gems.
Speaking of gems and sparkles. Sparkles. So no spoilers, please.
I'm like 2 episodes behind.
Snape kills Dumbledore. I mean, Oh my god.
I never got into Harry Potter. I know we've talked about it before, but...
I loved it when it came out for the first couple movies. I loved it, but then... Like, I liked it because it was like, oh, cool, magic and mystical things and, like, fun fantasy lore. But then it got really, like, political in its own world. And I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm watching the news in a different country. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what anyone's talking about, but it all has to do with something really deep and scary, and I don't care. Yeah. Like, that's what it felt like to me, and I didn't like it anymore. This is where they teach you metal armor. It took a while. But, like they have, like, spikes on their back that, like, curve, right? And I think it's, like, fur. I like to think it's fur.
Are there any female dragons in here?
No. There's no females.
It's just a giant sausage fest.
Yes. Even in the later games.
That's weird.
There's no female dragons. It is weird. I think, like... And I'm talking later games as in, like, the trilogy. I don't believe there's any females. Unless, except for, I guess, the third game. But that you're only going based on looks and name. Like, there's no, this is a girl.
Right.
Did I get the, no, I didn't. Good. Because there is, in the third one, I think there's 100, how many? No, there's more than 100.
There's 150 and more to see.
Of dragon babies hatching 1, 2, 3.
Name that reference. We haven't said that in a long time.
It's alright. Well, we have.
I can't wait until
they've heard it probably more recently than you've said it.
Yeah, I mean, chances are, like, I really want this channel to do well, and then in the comments actually have people name that reference.
I like the color scheme of that one.
Planning ahead.
But whatchamacallit? No, in the third one, like, you hatch dragon eggs, right? Like, that's your main objective, is to collect the dragon eggs. And whatchamacallit? They all have names, you know, they all have looks and a little bit of personality, because each one of them does, like, a little different thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they only repeat, like, a couple. Well, they repeat a lot, but not as much as they could have. Like, they tried to diversify them. But they all have a different name. So if you go based on name, there's probably a lot of female dragons, but you never see adult female dragons until, I want to say, Spyro, A Hero's Tale. I just let that happen. I wanted to get that butterfly. I needed it. A Hero's Tale, which I don't know if I want to play. I'm up for playing every Spyro game on a console on the channel, but I don't like every console game.
I'll play it then.
You can play it. A Hero's Tale is shit, and Spyro looks like he's high all the time.
Yeah.
I like the game mechanics, don't get me wrong. Spyro just is constantly high. I don't like the characters. There's something definitely wrong with my game, if anyone can answer this. I cannot, okay, it was the first time Spyro will let you, change characters.
We rescued Marco.
Marco, we rescued you. It was the first game that they let you choose different characters. Like, you had to unlock them, right? And it was supposed to be super cool. I've unlocked them. I have them on my extra screen, but for whatever reason, I cannot select them or play as them. So you're supposed to be able to play as a dragon called Amber, you're supposed to be able to play as a dragon called Flame. I think there was a third one, I don't remember. I'd probably remember it better if I could play as it. Oh no, I want to go this way. Screw that, I want to go this way. That game's got, like, glitches all over the place, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was just like, hey, this was like a day one CD problem that's been fixed if you buy, like, the newer editions. But I can't get it to work. Damn it! So it's very upsetting. Like I said, the game mechanics are fine. They're not bad at all. It's just the Spyro looks high and it freaks me out. It really, as a kid,
maybe his whole adventure is like
just a fever dream.
Yeah, it's just a fever dream.
A drug-induced fever dream.
I mean, that's a good way to put it. By the way, this level is huge.
Yes.
This is the level that I would avoid as a kid because it's just massive.
This level is as big as every other level we've played. It's just because it's spread out more. I
hate these kinds of levels where it's like Gesundheit. I hate these kinds of levels where...
Did I get everything? I wasn't paying attention. No, I didn't.
Where you're just... There's too much open space and you have to collect shit.
Yeah. I don't like this level either.
You know what game I would like to play? I don't know if we can, but Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Which, it's funny. We
absolutely could.
The things that I like quite a bit of that game. I know that nostalgia kicks in quite a bit. If I played it now, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But Knuckles, the Knuckles levels...
I love those.
I hated those for the same reason, where you have this open space, you're trying to find this fucking, whatever they call it, Chaos Emeralds, and I fucking hate those things. Also, I have very little patience, so I'm not willing to sit around and just kind of go everything with a fine-tooth comb, right? I'm just not. I don't have that patience, you know.
You're not a patient person.
The console would be thrown halfway across the room before that would ever happen.
Yes,
so
it would be.
It's so levels like that or game mechanics like that where you're just searching for shit in an open space pisses me the fuck off. So
this level took me a long time to finish. So we're gonna see you all next time, and we'll see you all next time at this level over here. Yeah, Ice
Cavern. I hate ice levels too, but
this one's not. Story. Yeah, but this isn't slippery. There's no like. Well, I'm lying. All right, carry on. Bye, everybody. Bye.